This video is brought to you by G2A.com for cheap games, MSP and PSN codes. And powered by Elgato Gaming. For the best gameplay capture out there, pick up an Elgato today. Links in the description. Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here. Welcome to another episode of the Portsmouth Road to Glory career mode in FIFA 16. Again, we're about to play our very first game of the Premier League, but of course, there's one more pressing issue to get to before we get into the first match. In the previous episode, I gave you guys a poll to vote in, both on Twitter and in the YouTube video itself, for whether or not you wanted to do a financial takeover. You guys have spoken and the results are in. On the YouTube poll, it was pretty convincing for a yes, do get the financial takeover. Meanwhile, on Twitter, it wasn't as convincing, but it was also the same deal. So now that the nation has spoken, if you will, the MasterBucks nation, if you want to call it that, but whatever. Anyway, now that you guys have spoken, and I do know that the majority of you do want me to do a financial takeover, I was getting ready to be like, okay, I'm going to go in, I'm going to get the financial takeover. I probably won't take the biggest one on offer. I'll probably take a smaller one, but still a decent amount of money coming in. And then I noticed something. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the catalog. For those of you that don't know how it works, this is where you go to buy a financial takeover to get that money into your club. Now, as we scroll down, I think you'll find that we do not have the option to buy a financial takeover. And the reason for that is because I have already used them all up. There is a ridiculous thing with the catalog. I don't know if it's a glitch or if it's actually the way that EA Sports have it set up. But once you buy a financial takeover, there's like different levels of financial takeovers that you can get. But once you've bought one for each level, that is it. It is done. You cannot buy it again on that account. I had already bought, apparently, again, I did not know that I had already gone through them all, but I had already bought every single financial takeover on this account, which means I cannot do a financial takeover. The minority of you guys that ended up voting against the financial takeover must be celebrating, but I also know at the same time, we have a majority that wanted me to do a financial takeover, and now I have to come up with some sort of a solution. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what I've come up with. Instead of doing a financial takeover, even though I absolutely would have done it if I could, I am going to do something else instead. Something I think is the logical decision to do, or the logical step forward and the right thing to do. And I think you guys are going to enjoy it as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get another future star. He's not going to be, you know, the 30 or 40 or 50 or however many millions of dollars that we were going to get injected into the club straight away. But I reckon this is probably the right thing to do. I feel like I know you guys pretty well, and I think the majority of you are going to agree with this decision, because really, there's no other way to sort of get that sort of a money or that sort of value added into the club. And again, this is giving us a hopeful Kenny Prince Schwab 2.0. It's going to give us another hero to cheer for, hopefully just like Kenny Prince Schwab. But as you can see, the scout has been dispatched. I've sent our best scout out to search through his global scouting networks, or through his scouting network, to find us a lad with great talent, with the potential to be world class. Expect to hear from him in the next few weeks. So I don't know if we're going to hear from him at the end of August or at some point in this episode, but we'll probably just have to wait and see. But I am excited. I still think it's bloody ridiculous that you can only buy a certain level of a financial takeover once. I have no idea why they have it set up like that. I mean, surely EA would want people spending their coins in the catalog. I don't even know. It doesn't make sense. There's a whole potential revenue stream right there for EA Sports. So they're just not even paying attention. It's unfortunately just they're not paying enough attention to offline modes. But unfortunately, that's the case, and that's what we've had to do as a result. So I hope you guys can understand, and I hope you guys appreciate what I've been able to do. But now we're going to get back into the football, and it's the first Premier League game of the season. We are going to be playing Middlesbrough, a team that came up with us from the Championship. And not only that, this was the very first game that we played of competitive football last season. We started the Championship against Middlesbrough, and now we're going to start the Premier League against Middlesbrough. When we played this team at the start of the Championship, it was a 0-0 draw, and that is not what I want to kick off our first Premier League season with. So hopefully we can get a good result here, and let's begin this, our first game in the Premier League. There it is. Check it out. We've got the branding and everything. We are here, baby. We're in the Premier League. But again, one last look at the lineup. We've got Currier starting his first game. We've got Keane starting his first Premier League game for Portsmouth as well. You've got Kasami, Sanson, Madison. A completely different midfield, shall we say, as well. Not only that, we've got Ben Yedder and Bruma in the attack as well. It's a very different Portsmouth team. And Middlesbrough, they probably haven't changed an awful lot from what I can tell, but they have added some quality like De Jong. But this is it. It's finally happened. We're playing in the Premier League. Here we go. Bruma, get it under control. Nice. Oh, look at the right-hand side. Get it to him nicely. That's a very good ball. Nearly perfect. Madison can cut in. Still go the whole way. Nearly got brought down there. Kasami, one more ball in there. Please get a foot onto it. There's a penalty. He's been brought down. 13th minute, we've got it. I took my eyes off the play there for a second. It's a yellow card, so there's been no sending off, no early sending off. But the first goal we're going to score in the Premier League may potentially be a penalty. Madison got him with a sharp turn. Kasami, slide tackle right into the back. How the hell isn't that a red card? Surely a penalty. But KPS, our assigned penalty taker, to put this in the top left-hand corner. The keeper's gone the right way, or he's gone the left way for us anyway. I don't even know what I'm saying. The first goal scored in the Premier League is, of course, Kenny Prince Schwab. Yes, KPS, that's what I'm talking about. By the way, if you didn't notice, I've made him the captain of Portsmouth for this season as well. Approach him. You know you want to. There we go. My players aren't really running when I'm telling them to get forward. It's a bit concerning, but Abner, cut inside. Make that run. Nice from Sanson. Why not take a pop with Sanson? It forces a save from Matt Sells. Oh, that is a ball. Right in behind the defense here. Chance, maybe. Got across. What an awful attempt. De Jong, I can't believe he even went for it. Yes, read that beautifully, Sanson. Now get on your bike, Broomer. Seriously, I'm trying to work it for him. Left-hand side, that's a great pass. Kenny Prince Schwab. Matt Sells is unbelievable. He's made 3 quality saves right now. He's actually keeping Middlesbrough in this game. There we go. I was about to say, these 4 minutes have been going on for a long time. It's like they're trying to make sure that they're trying to justify Middlesbrough getting 1 chance at goal. But no, they had the rare attack every now and again. I think he's had the only shot for the game for Middlesbrough. Maybe 1 or 2 that I'm not thinking of. But boy, we lead 1-0, but I'm still not super happy with that half. I think we could have been better. We should have capitalised on 1 or 2 more chances, I reckon. But to be fair, some of them have just been brilliant saves by Matt Sells. And Abner, nice little touch. Schwab in the middle. Go. Run. Sanson. Oh, avoids that beautifully. That ball is piercing. Madison! Oh, he can't make it too. Don't tell me it's going to be one of those games where we have so many chances and can't bury the sealer. Oh, Abner, that's a beautiful little skip. I love him on the ball. Abner, he set up something here surely. Kasami. It's okay, the left-hand side, it's there. Schwab, he's about to get substituted. Oh my, that is such an awful shot. That's why he's about to get substituted. Oh, this is such a frustrating start to this bloody Premier League. I cannot believe it. It's not great. It's all right. Madison, good ball there. 1 more, please. I don't know if that was the right ball, especially with Kasami on the end of it. He's not that fast. All right, we've held on. We've been able to get a 1-0 win in our first Premier League game. We get the 3 points in our first Premier League game. But oh my, that is a frustrating win, isn't it? How many chances, how many shots denied so many times by Matt Sells and a very sturdy Middlesbrough defense. Bloody fair play. I cannot believe that the only difference in the end is a penalty that we got in the 15th minute. Incredible stuff. James Madison, a pretty decent debut from him. Had the chance to make it 2-0, but just put it wide. But again, what can you say? We got the win. That's what matters. I mean, I swear I took so many more shots than just 10 throughout the game. I thought I took so many more than that, but we kept Middlesbrough to 2. That's the sort of domination that we were talking about. They've had more possession, but that's just the way that we play. Get them on a counter-attack, especially how they hold the ball so well. Legendary difficulty. But, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Just the 1 goal. I guess we got it, and that's what matters. Player ratings now. Man of the match actually ended up going to not one of my players, but to Middlesbrough's goalkeeper, Matt Sells, with a 7.8. He lost the game. He didn't keep a clean sheet. He lost 1-0, and he got the man of the match. That's what we're talking about. That's how good he was today. But anyway, we were still able to get the win. Our highest rated player was Kenny Prince Schwab, and there was also Broomer. There was also Abner as well at left back, who again was superb today. So superb that he's going to get the first man of the match. Yes, Kenny Prince Schwab scored the goal. It was a penalty that he didn't win himself. And he was pretty good today as well, to be fair. He wasn't just the goal scorer. But I think Abner, again, had a tremendous game at left back. Did such a good job of running through the midfield and trying to open up space. And I love doing that with my fullbacks. Some days it's a Coco that does it better than Abner. And some days it's Abner that does it better than a Coco. Today was one of those days. Abner, man of the match. Bloody hell, man. That fixture, that Portsmouth versus Middlesbrough fixture, it's just trying so hard to make sure that there are as little goals and as little entertainment and excitement as possible. Or maybe not necessarily excitement, but as little goals as possible. The first game of last season was a 0-0, and we just were able to get a 1-0 win after just pounding on Middlesbrough's door all bloody game. But either way, we got the win. That's what matters. I need to stop worrying about it too much. Hopefully we don't have too many problems scoring in the next game against Newcastle. But then again, they're a much better team than Middlesbrough on paper, so we will see. I should give you guys a heads up as well that I'm currently scouting a couple of free agents. I didn't do that in the at the start of this season, which is unfortunate. I forgot about that, but I don't think we've lost any superstar free agents to any other clubs, or at least from what I can tell. But either way, we've got Mulhall right there, who's one centre-back I'm taking a look at. We've obviously not got that man. Francisco Alvarez Lopez, a decent left-back. These are all the best free agents I could find as well. And this man right here is probably the best one that I could find. What is his name? It's Portsmouth. I don't know. We'll take a look. We'll figure it out. But we're definitely going to get him because I think he could be the best free agent possible. I mean, look at those stats for a striker. Not bad. But now we get a week-long break until our next game against Newcastle. We've actually heard right back immediately from our monthly scouting update, our youth scout. Let's take a look and see what we're working with here. We've got our scout in Spain, whose fan is this man. Probably not that great, so that's a no. That's also probably a no. Average potential, that's a no. That's a no. And that man's got a great potential, but not the greatest overall. Okay, so Spain maybe is a bit disappointing, but let's take a look at France. That's a no. Probably a no as well. That's a no. That's a no. A no, a no, and a no. Oh dear, France, that was a bit of a letdown. And now for England, here we go. Chris Oakley, 85 potential max, probably not great enough. That's a no. Decent there, that's a no. That's a bit better. Here we go. Joe Cash with a 90 plus potential, that's okay. Obika, that's all right as well. Kane, again, decent there. Not great, and not great there. All right, well, there are some okay players in there, but no superstars. I think I'm going to sign up this Sergio Vega guy. Even though he's not got the greatest overall, he's got a superb potential. There's nobody really decent that we found in France either, so I'm probably not going to promote anyone to the youth academy just yet, but this man, Joey Cash, is probably the best guy that we saw right there, so I'm probably going to get him, and they'll be the only two that we've made so far, or at least in this month. The current youth academy does look like this. You've got Joe Cash. Again, it turns out he was 47 overall, pretty low, but the potential is very promising. And the same, Scott Grant, 53, bit higher, but very good potential. And again, the same for that man, Sergio Vega, very low overall, but super good potential. We're yet to find someone that's a really healthy balance of both, where they've got a great potential and also a decent overall. But now, guys, we're pretty much advancing to the game against Newcastle, getting the odd transfer here and there offer, like for Jeremy Boga right there. And we've just gotten an offer from Manchester City, so maybe we might be able to get some pretty good money out of him for it, because we've already got Ben Yedder and we've also got Adam Armstrong. They're both two very, very good strikers that are not the tallest players, not above 6 foot. They're all below 5'10", and obviously I think Armstrong's 5'10", and Bogger's around about 5'9" or 5'8" or something, and Ben Yedder's 5'7". So we are looking to get another striker in that's a bit taller and also a bit pretty pacey as well. So we can probably let Bogger go, I reckon. I'm going to see if I can get some good money out of Man City for him. Let's go for 14. Let's play it safe and go 13 million. I'd be happy for Bogger 13 million. Again, since we're not doing the financial takeover now, I'm very happy to let go of some players that you're not going to see an awful lot of in this season regardless, and get some good money for them if possible. And you never know, make some crazy signings later on. This man though, Kenny Prince Schwab, who we're getting so many offers for, and so many bloody low offers as well, way below his value, and on top of that, some decent offers for Adam Armstrong, but he's a player that I'm probably going to hang on to more than Bogger. I mean, heck, we just made Kenny Prince Schwab our captain as well, so I mean, we can't just be selling him on straight away, but either way, here we go. First away game in the Premier League, and it's going to be against Newcastle at St. James Park. Of course it is. We're going to be going with the exact same lineup that we did in the previous game, except for one change. Kenny Prince Schwab, our captain, is actually going to be substituted for Mojica because he's on a red card right now. He didn't get sent off in the last game, but he did get a yellow, and apparently somehow he already got a suspension. I have no idea how in the first game. I don't know how it works, but still, regardless, he is suspended. He's on a red card. He can't play. We've got Mojica there at left wing. First time I'm actually going to play him at left wing as well, so I'm interested to see how he's going to go, but it's Newcastle United away. Oh, I swear, I know they're the team I support, and I go on about this constantly, but they are my bogey team. Somewhere in the back of my head, subconsciously, I take it easy on them because they're the team I support. I've got to stop doing that. We've got to come and we've got to play. So Newcastle playing the 4-4-2 formation. That's pretty interesting. And the team that they have is not bad either. They've got Shawcross, Nastasic at centre-back as well. They've got a couple of other decent players. They've kept the hold of Wijnaldum. They've got this Plea dude who I believe is actually pretty decent. I think I was scouting him at one point, so they look dangerous. Our team, however, isn't bad either. We were able to get a win in our first game. Not very convincingly, but hopefully we can play much better against Newcastle. But we're getting it kicked off. Here we go. Game 2 in the Premier League. It's underway. Our player's gone to ground there, but it's okay. Kasami, he's up. And he's running, is he? Yes. Here we go, Morgan Sanson. Play that ball through if we can. Nah, I have no idea how Nastasic cleared that ball, but he managed to. Up the middle, please. No, yes. Come on, Sanson. It's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. Ben Yedder. Can you hold that ball up? He can. Set it up. Bang. Oh my. We're getting denied by so many great saves. Tim Krul now. I fucking hate Newcastle goalkeepers right now. Bloody hell. All right, cross comes in. Head that one. Kasami. It goes right up in the air. He got his head onto that. it was an empty net, and it's gone miles over the crossbar. Control it, Madison. Pass. Maybe go back to Madison if you can. Yes, you can. Nice. Ball in there. Good one. Decent. Very decent. Actually, Kasami! Saved again from Tim Crook! I need to work on my... I don't know if I need to work on my finishing or if I'm just not... I don't know. I don't know, man. So far, every shot that I've had on target in play or in-game has been saved by the goalkeeper. Every single one of them. Oh my God. You're joking me. And Jose Perez with the chance to score. And he makes it 1-0. Oh, I fucking hate playing against Newcastle United with a bloody passion. What is Abner doing? Why is Abner the last man back? Of course he's the shortest guy. He's going to let it get right over the back of him. Well, we've started this game absolutely perfectly, haven't we? That's fucking... Like, this is terrific. We have so many great chances early. I'm maybe not taking them as great as what I could be, but still we're getting denied very, very well from their keeper, and we're gifting them chances like bloody that. And half-time, and the frustration continues. The way that we were ending the game against Middlesbrough, having chance after chance and not being able to bury it, has finally come back to kill us after the most comical of goals. Like, I hate how the shortest defender that we have is the last man back going up for an aerial battle with Jose Perez. And of course it goes over the back. He's fucking fallen over. Perez is through. Oh my. Oh my. What a save from... Oh, brilliant bloody save from Karius right there. I've got to clear that. That's okay. That's fine. But what a save from Karius. Just got enough on it. Hit the bloody post, and we could have been 2-0 down. But we're still in this game thanks to him. Hopefully he can keep us that way. Fucking, oh my God, legendary difficulty in the Premier League. Holy fuck, we've just taken it to another level. Like, pass, touch, pass, touch, pass, pass, pass. I'm trying to get in front. They're too bloody quick. Jose Perez has a brace, and this game could have potentially been going a lot more differently if we were able to score one of the chances that we had at the start of the game. But now it's just totally different. I'm almost tempted to let Newcastle try to get a third because I feel like we are not breaking down that defense anytime soon. We let the cross come in. It's 3. Is that Perez again? No, it's this time it's Anita. All right, he gets a goal. He'll have a big grin, won't he? Reality check. The Premier League is not the same as the Championship. It's not the same as League One. It's not the same as League Two. They are ripping us apart. You have to be perfect. You have to bury your chances, or this will happen. We can't even try to hopefully get some sort of consolation here. Maybe. Oh my God, it's a miracle. Leave it to the 90th minute to score a goal. It's Jack Brill. Well, if anything, it helps us out in the early stages of trying to set some sort of a goal difference or a positive goal difference. But it is still going to end up being a 3-1 loss. It's a very good header in traffic, so well done, Jack Brill. But bloody hell, how late did it come? This has been a terrible start to the Premier League. I mean, I know that we won our first game 1-0, but that was scrappy as all hell. We had chances, we didn't bury them. At the start of this game, we had so many chances and we didn't go about finishing it in the right way. And then we had a shit goal that just started a chain of events that led to a 3-0 bloody thumping. Thankfully, we got that last goal at the end, but I fucking hate Newcastle United in FIFA. They're fucking so annoying to play. It's just me as well. It's always Newcastle I have trouble with. I don't know the last time I even beat them in a career mode ever, seriously. But now for player ratings, and to be totally honest, even before he scored the goal, I was sort of looking at Jack Brill and maybe going, hey, he could be the guy that got man of the match, although there are a few players that ended up, I thought, doing okay in the midfield as well, at least trying to create chances. Abner, I thought, again, was pretty good, but didn't rate too highly. So Jack Brill, right at the end, getting that goal, I think, why not? I will give him man of the match for this game. So Jack Brill gets man of the match in 7.1, but again, a game I want to put behind me, and I just cannot wait, honestly. I know I'm so shit against Newcastle, but I can't wait until the next game, because I just can't wait for the day where I just pump Newcastle 4-0, 5-0, and the fucking curse or whatever I have, the stigma against playing against Newcastle is gone. An amazing stat that I found out after that game, we took nearly double the shots of Newcastle as well. It didn't feel that way, but that was the stat. It was incredible how that game went down, but either way. Let's hear back from Manchester City. They'll be willing to pay 10.5. Maybe we could hopefully get a bit more out of them for Bogger. I'm just going to bump it up to 12. Hopefully they can pay that. It's only like $500,000 less than what we originally said, but still. So hopefully we can get a win or a point or anything out of the game against Crystal Palace. And again, we keep getting offers for the same people. I'm not going to sell Kenny Prince Schwab. I'm not going to sell Adam Armstrong. I'm just rejecting all offers because I'm just holding out, hoping that we get any other transfer offer, but no, it's never fucking coming. We've got news that Ryan Kent is back from his injury, so he can play now, which is great. And we also hear back from Man City, but they pretty much say exactly what they last counter-offered for. So how about I say 11.5 and we call it at that? Or are you really that stingy? Unfucking believe the cheapest cunts in the world right now, Man City. Are you kidding me? Alright, they won't pay an extra $1 million. It's almost like that's all the money that they have left. Did they just spend out big for one player or something? I have no fucking clue, but that's bullshit. Man City, you're an embarrassment. Alright, well, we're keeping Jeremy Boggett anyway. That's just how it is. Either way, we'll advance. We'll get to the next game against Crystal Palace. It's a game that we're simulating. It's at home, so we're playing at home. We can simulate this game and hopefully still get a good result. We're also playing a team that have lost every single game that they've played so far in the Premier League. Then again, it was against Arsenal and it was against Manchester City. So they may be due for a decent, and we're definitely not a Manchester City or an Arsenal. Not yet anyway, but still. We will skip ahead, and a 2-1 victory. There is an injury. It goes to one of their players, but we get 2 goals. They get 1. That means we win. Man, and the match for that game was Wissam Ben Yedder as well with an 8.4. And now, lads, we've advanced forward. We have made it to the deadline day. We have obviously not been doing any transfers in between in this episode since I'm still waiting to hear back or get as good a scouting report back on certain players in my shortlist. But now we can take a look at some of those players. We can take a look first and foremost at those free agents that I was looking at. Immediately, Francisco Alvarez Lopez, 66 overall and 20 years of age. Decent, not great, but we can pick him up as well. As well as that, there's Mulo, who's 2 years younger and 1 overall less, but still, we can get him as well. And then there's also that man that I'm going to learn the pronunciation of once we actually get him, or if we do get him. And he looks like it'll be great. 67 striker, 67 rated striker, 20 years of age. He's got good ball control, free kick accuracy, curve, shot power. The finishing is very bad for a 67 striker, but he's got pace. He's also got a bit of height as well. I think he's like 6 foot tall, so that's not bad. 5-star or 4-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves as well. It's not bad. But we're going to go in for all of those free agents right there. We're also going to maybe sign 1 or 2 more players in this transfer deadline day, but of course, that will be in the next episode. I'm strongly considering getting another centre back, as I kind of feel like I don't know, we could do with like a real leader centre back, like an 80 rated or around 80 rated centre back, a real leader again at that back. So we'll just have to wait and see. We'll see how things go. Of course, as well, guys, let me know if there are any players or any sort of areas that you think I should be improving before we leave this transfer deadline day. But still, that's going to do it for me. An unfortunate end to the episode with the loss against Newcastle, but we turned it around with the simulated win, and we're currently sitting, I would say, just a little bit like mid-table, I would reckon, at the moment in the Premier League. It's going to take me a little bit of time to adjust, you know, to the added difficulty of now playing in the Premier League, as of course I was not up to scratch in this episode. But hopefully in the next episode we can really start to turn it on. But either way, that'll do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Bye bye.